As always, please retry the question before watching the video. So only one thing you need to know to be able to answer this question. If you don't know the answer, add it to your cheat sheet, master it, and go back 5 before continuing in the video. What is the difference between transition and intro questions? Transition questions must allude to something from before and after, while intro questions just must allude to something after. And with that in mind, let's go ahead and take a look at number 46. Given that all the following statements are true, which one, if added here, would provide the most effective transition between this paragraph and the next paragraph? So we need to know what the paragraphs are talking about. Right before, it's talking about how his artwork would disappear within hours of their completion. The next part is talking about how he started to become famous and his work was being auctioned at high prices. So let's go through the answers to find the one that has reference to both of those things. F, afterward, saying after they would disappear, only a blank wall stood where Banksy's art had been. So that is true. It refers to what comes before, but it does not allude to people to him becoming famous and his artwork starting to sell, which is what the next paragraph is about. So it's not F. G, even in Los Angeles, some of Banksy's art was washed away. So it does refer to what came before, but it does not refer to him becoming famous and his art starting to sell higher prices. H, Banksy had assumed that the art would eventually disappear. So that's referring to what is before, but it does not talk about him becoming famous. Answer J, still people had begun to take notice. That is our correct answer. It's staying still, which is referencing what the artwork disappearing. Despite the artwork disappearing, people had begun to take notice, and that's what the next paragraph is about him becoming famous and his artwork starting to sell. If that made sense to you, please go ahead and add it to your worksheet. Write what you learned and the answer, and then do the remaining transition and intro questions that you missed on this test. If this is the final transition or intro question you missed on this test, please go ahead and do the transition and intro mastery before continuing to the next category. And you can either do 5 on transition, 5 in intro, 10 on either or, whichever one you think would be the best use of your time. And then go ahead and come back, start again with the category you missed the most of.